Hi friends, today we're going to be looking at all of the new and exciting announcements that are coming for Disneyland Paris, the future of the park, what they're doing, and all kinds of renovations that they've got going on. So stick with us as we explore what's coming to the resort. Yeah, so we have avoided looking at any kind of spoilers around this, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
So yeah, really looking forward to kind of exploring this and seeing what's coming. So if you are new to the channel, my name's Matt.
And my name's Rob.
And we do all things Disney, theme parks and travel. And yeah, we just wanted to put together a video to kind of talk about our thoughts around some of these new announcements. There's a video that we've got to watch from Natasha. It's only a couple of minutes long, but Natasha is quite respected within the Disneyland Paris community, isn't she?
She is, yeah.
She's like a little celebrity.
Very much so.
So yeah, really looking forward to see what she's got to say. And yeah, finding out what's coming. So should we get started with it?
Let's go.
J'ai le plaisir de vous annoncer qu'à l'ouverture de World of Frozen, notre second parc sera renommé à Disneyland Paris. Un rêve commun nous anime, celui de vous faire vivre des émotions uniques à nos histoires à tout le monde. C'est dans ce lieu, toujours plus innovant que dit. Aujourd'hui, nous dévoilons la prochaine
Studio One.
So good. Look at that.
We are evolving the park, how movie magic is created on the exhilarating Frozen Ever After.
Wow, look at it. I can't even imagine what that's going to look like.
Adventure Bay from entertainment.
Wow.
The shots are amazing. Only I can get shots this good.
Adventure has a new...
Yeah, the music got me in that, I think. When we
You
shed
are
a
crying,
tear.
look at you.
Maybe only one. Only one, which is good for me. Quite a lot. Thoughts? Purely on the video, for now.
It looks amazing. It looks, weirdly, it looks like the Disneyland Paris that I know.
Yeah.
Yet there's so much stuff in there, there's so much exciting stuff. So it's extremely relatable, and I can see it and I go, oh, amazing. And then there's so much more in there.
Yeah.
That's that gets me excited for like the next few years at Disneyland Paris, I think. Yeah, so.
Yeah, me too. As you saw, got a little bit emotional. I think that's a combination of a few things really. Loving the place and yeah, like the music and the kind of feelings and the excitement of it. Yeah, really exciting. So we have also pulled up the article, which is from the Disneyland Paris official news website. All of this happened in around mid-April, and there was an event that was put together, and this is all of the things that have come out of the announcements from that event.
It was Disneyland Paris' 32nd birthday, wasn't it?
It was on the 32nd birthday.
And they basically held I guess like a conference, and it was for cast members and like fans, as in like inside ears and stuff. So people that work quite close with Disneyland Paris to help with promotions and things like that. And we're all invited to go along and basically, I guess it was like a D23.
I guess so. Yeah, it was effectively like a D23.
Their own D23.
Yeah. So the article starts off by talking about when the park first opened, and the original idea behind Walt Disney Studios Park was a second park to give guests a behind-the-scenes look into making movies and animated films and TV shows, which is very similar to the idea behind Hollywood Studios, or MGM as it was when it first opened, wasn't it?
Yeah, so back in the 90s, Michael Eisner thought it'd be a really good idea to have these. I really don't want it to come off as negative as what I'm going to say it, but basically have these cheaper built parks where they could basically throw up these sound stages and you could see behind the magic of how the parks were created, which in hindsight is a really good idea. Like on paper, it's an amazing idea. That basically it was a great idea to start with. Yeah, let's show people behind the magic. But the problem that they had with those studios is they couldn't actually sell the studio space to anyone making a film, because the people making the films or making the TV shows didn't want, you know, noisy guests basically watching what was being filmed. And they didn't want to film in an attraction. So on paper it's great and it works, but
as a reality, as a kind of business model, I don't think it did work.
In reality, I don't actually ever think it worked, because they didn't actually film there for long before they stopped, and then just made it into this is like a behind the scenes look at how we make films and what we do.
So it talks about that, and then it goes on to say that the park concept has since evolved creatively to offer more immersive worlds. In 2007, I can't believe it was that long ago. So Tom Fitzgerald, who is the chief storyteller for Walt Disney Imagineering, I would love that job, goes on to say, has said in here that today we are changing the story of Walt Disney Studios Park, evolving from how it's done, sound stages, to celebratory, I don't know why that was so difficult for me to get out, theatres and adventures that come to life in immersive worlds. These fully realised adventure worlds will become the focus of the park's new identity and appear as realms that guests discover as they navigate deeper within the park and are invited to participate in adventures inspired by our most beloved stories. And then it goes on to explain the new name. So Natasha said in that video, didn't she, that they're renaming the park as Disney Adventure World, which, looking at the logo, looks very much like the old Disney DVD logo that used to come up when Tinkerbell used to fly around.
Yeah.
So whether they've taken some inspiration or not from that, but what do you think about the name?
Well, probably because that swirl is like the D.
Is the D, yeah.
So that's probably why it looks the same.
Yeah.
What do I think of the name? At first, I was very underwhelmed with the name. I'm still not completely happy with the name, but I think and looking online and stuff and seeing other people's opinions, I don't think a lot of people are very happy or are very enthralled with the name.
Yeah.
But I think you probably have to look a little bit deeper into the name. So Adventure World is very generic, and if I'm completely honest, I would expect better from Disney to come up with a better name. You know, Tokyo Disney Sea, California Adventure. They're quite good names. Adventure World seems a little bit Adventure Golf.
Yeah.
You know, Adventure Dinosaur Golf,
Yeah.
Adventure Pirate Golf, and things like that. You know, it seems very generic.
Treetop Adventure.
Yeah, it seems very generic, but I think you have to look a little bit deeper into why they're calling it Disney's Adventure World. I guess because now they're looking at doing all these immersive worlds, which is what Disney are actually going for now, isn't it? When you look at Galaxy's Edge, you know, they're doing this, I guess because Universal did Harry Potter and they did it as an immersive world. I guess then Disney went, well, we need to do an immersive world as well. When you look at Hollywood Studios in Orlando, you've now got that immersive Andy's Playground, what is it?
Roundup Radio Barbecue.
Roundup Radio Barbecue. It's a very immersive restaurant. And so they're going down that immersive world in Orlando.
Yeah.
I feel like now that they're putting all this into Paris, they're now giving us immersive worlds here.
Yeah, and I would absolutely agree. I think that they've kind of realised from Hollywood Studios. So Hollywood Studios has become this you step into that. It's no longer about making the movies. It's now, to me, it feels like it's very much about immersing you in the world from that movie.
You're in the movie.
So Toy Story Land, you shrink down to the size of a toy. Thinking about Galaxy's Edge, you're actually on Batuu, and it does feel like that in some ways.
Yep.
You look at lands like that. You look at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. You go into a theatre and then you step into the cartoon.
Yep.
It's all about immersing you, and I kind of feel like that's exactly what they're going for here. Yeah, I just think grammatically maybe Disney's World of Adventures would be.
I think you need to look more into the name to understand that. I think once the refurbishment is done and we are stepping into those worlds, I think the name will become more clear as to what it means.
Yeah, I agree. So the next part of the article we already know about, because this was announced quite a long time ago. World of Frozen is going to take guests on a journey to the Kingdom of Arendelle with its colourful facades and remarkable North Mountain that are gradually coming into view. Now, having seen this at Hong Kong, we're really excited for this, aren't we? And we know that along with that, we are getting Frozen Ever After, which is a cookie cutter, but I believe that we're getting the better animatronics.
So I believe they're putting the new animatronics into this. I think they're stepping away now from the projected face animatronics, which they went with when they did Orlando, which I believe was their new way of doing the faces to make them more realistic. But then the problem is you've got this horrible light glow off the face. So now they've gone into a different way of doing it. So I believe the animatronics will be the same style and animatronics as what they're putting into Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Yeah.
So that's exciting to see those new
really
animatronics.
Exciting.
Because looking at those animatronics, they seem really realistic.
Yeah.
The way they move,
amazing.
Like that, they look really good.
Yeah, they're amazing from what we've seen. So it goes on to say that the land will be well located on the edge of Adventure Bay, a 70,000 cubic metre body of water surrounded by picturesque banks and a promenade at the heart of the park expansion, serving as a gateway to new themed universes that will surround it. More than a scenic icon, Adventure Bay will serve as a unique entertainment stage with a 360-degree viewing area, and it will be fitted with the latest technologies to provide exciting water-based entertainment, complete with fountains, music, lights, and special effects that are sure to delight guests. So I'm getting a kind of World Showcase vibe from that.
Yeah.
I know that California Adventure has something similar, I think.
World of Colour.
World of Colour. So some kind of water show.
Fountain water show is what we're getting there.
Yeah, and I reckon projections as well. So probably something a little bit like...
Where you get like a big screen of water.
Yeah.
And they project onto it like
Harmonious.
Phantasmic.
Yeah, they did it in Phantasmic, and in Harmonious as well, they did it as well, didn't they, in the middle?
Yeah.
Although everyone hated the Barges, so hopefully we're not getting them. But that's really exciting, and this promenade is going where currently all the cardboard cutouts are.
Okay, yeah.
I think so.
Well, you call them cardboard cutouts, they're not cardboard.
They're not, but they look like it.
I know what you
know what I mean.
The big fake
the
facade
movie
buildings.
Props. Yeah, the movie facades, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, so straight in front of you as you walk out Studio One. Now, I can't even picture that in my head, because I'm so used to it being how it is.
I believe they're gone already.
Are they?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I thought I thought they'd already taken them down.
You could be right.
I think they're gone already. We're at Disneyland Paris soon, so
we are.
We'll see.
And that's just the beginning. So a brand new immersive world whose concepts and designs are currently being finalised by Imagineers will further enhance the appeal of this reimagined park in years to come. More details will be shared in the future. So from that looks like some kind of bandstand. So could we be getting kind of like a Mary Poppins vibe?
I believe there's supposed to be a permanent Mary Poppins meet and greet going in.
Ooh,
I believe.
Kind of like an Epcot.
Yeah, I believe. I don't know if that's true or not. See, I'm not going based on facts now. I'm going on what I've heard again. But I believe that's what's happening. It'd be really nice if we got Mary Poppins and Bert there.
That would be nice.
Bert in his chimney sweep stuff.
Yeah.
And Mary Poppins in her like long coat with her black...
With a bag.
Yeah, with her bag and her black brolly. That'd be really, really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We've never met them like that before,
no,
have we?
never.
We only ever meet them in their Jolly Holiday stuff.
Yeah, that would be good actually. So the next bit goes on to say, beginning this month, the park's transformation work will extend to the entrance area to immerse guests in the brand new story as soon as they step into Disney Adventure World. After passing through the turnstiles, guests will be transported into a vibrant, contemporary, open-air movie studio before becoming special guests of a glamorous film premiere in the heart of Hollywood on a starry night. To bring this all-new immersive experience to life, the interior decor of the soundstage, which currently depicts a filming scene on Hollywood Boulevard, will be replaced with crafted decor that pays homage to historic movie theatres in Hollywood and the entertainment industry as a whole. The new entrance building, renamed World Premiere, will be opening in spring 2025. So that's very cool and very grand, and I kind of feel like it's a similar thing to when you walk through the screen in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, in that as soon as you step out of these gates, this is your movie and you can make your day whatever you want it to be in all the different lands. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Are you getting the same vibe?
Yeah, so it's really interesting what they're doing with this. I mean, looking at it, it looks really nice and I get it and it's lovely. I mean, spring 2025, is it really going to take that long to do that in there? I mean, that seems like a long time. But I feel like, are they saying spring 2025 because that's when the opening is going to be of the actual land? Are they opening this and Frozen all that together?
I would imagine so.
Is that a secret? It's going to be spring 2025 when all this opens.
I can't imagine them doing this before the parks are renamed.
Exactly. It's just, I don't know, it just seems like Studio One is going to be closed for a long time.
It does seem like that.
To do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks lovely and I can't wait for it because how it currently is, it doesn't make any sense. And when I walk through it and I see all these restaurants and you're walking down the street with all these restaurants, then you go into one and realise it's just one big fat quick service. It makes me go,
makes you roll your eyes, doesn't it?
It just makes me feel, I've just tapped my mic. It just makes me feel like, oh, How cheap.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Could these not have been separate restaurants? Well, obviously not, because they were trying to save money when they built it. And hopefully it's not going to be like that when it reopens. I'm hoping it's going to look a lot better. And it's not just going to be facades with one big quick service behind it. That opening day, or that opening time, let's say, 'cause it's not a date, that opening time is going to be our opening Frozen stuff. Like, is that when it's all going to be?
Potentially, yeah.
Is that their target opening time?
I reckon so.
Spring 25.
Looking at that, I reckon so, because like I said, I can't imagine the entrance opening before the park's
Exactly.
renamed.
So they open the entrance, you walk in and you go, oh, it's lovely, and you walk back into construction walls. I feel like that will be a grand opening, a big unveiling. That will be another inside ears invite, cast member invite, a big opening, and all that kind of stuff. And then you walk out, and then that promenade leading up to the lagoon and stuff is all open.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Watch this space for that one.
We'll see.
Watch this space for that one.
So then it goes on to say, once inside the building, guests will arrive in the heart of World Premiere Plaza, an area that brings together theatres currently celebrating Disney animation and Pixar stories in a stylish Art Deco inspired setting. The Walt Disney Imagineering Paris teams are already at work on the park's former Central Square to turn the park's former Central Square, into a dynamic and warm environment with decor inspired by famous facades of Broadway and West End theatres. The atmosphere will be even more vibrant and magical at night, with bright lights illuminating the whole experience. So that looks very cool, and that is, currently in the kind of theatre district where you've got Mickey and the Magician and Together.
Yeah. I believe that, have they already removed the partner statue?
I feel like they have.
I believe that's already been removed.
I feel like that's in front of a construction wall.
Yeah, that's already out now, isn't it?
Yeah,
or that's already, they've already put the construction wall up and taken all that out, so that's all changing.
So from there then, to gain access to the park's immersive worlds, guests will be able to walk along Adventure Way, a beautiful promenade surrounded by lush landscapes and themed gardens, which, as I said, is going to be really strange in studios.
Yeah.
The perfect spot for magical daydreams. As guests wander through this enchanting area, they will discover Rapunzel. I struggled then because that's written in French. Rapunzel Tangled Spin, an all-new family attraction offering a fun take on a classic ride inspired by the beloved Disney animation movie Tangled. It will invite guests to take a spin through the iconic floating lantern scene that has touched the hearts of viewers of all ages. I have thoughts on this. I absolutely love the lantern scene, and I love the fact that Tangled is getting some recognition in the parks, because apart from toilets in Disney World, it's not really got much else, has it? However, did it have to be a Teacups? The boat spin?
No.
Is a boat spinning a good thing?
No.
No. I'm glad you agree.
I was about to say we could have had a boat ride in there with the lanterns on it and like a little nice little boat ride, but then again, they're putting that in for that's Frozen Ever After, isn't it? So
could have been anything though. Don't have to be a teacup.
No, but Disney love a teacup.
They do love a teacup, don't they?
Disney love a teacup, and if they can retheme a teacup, they'll retheme a teacup every single day of their life.
A teacup or a Dumbo.
Yeah, if they can retheme a flying carousel or a teacup, they will retheme that for the rest of every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably do it at least once, and it probably will look incredible in the evening and at night time.
Exactly, it will. I tell you now, it will look incredible,
and
it will look lovely.
This will potentially be the start of, with a show and things like that, this will potentially be the start of the Studios Park being a full day instead of it closing earlier and then everybody filtering into Disneyland Park.
Well, they said, didn't they, it's going to double in size.
Yeah.
So at the moment for us, it's about a half day park, isn't it?
Yeah, about
that. We'll do, I mean, before Avengers Campus, it was struggling to get to a half day park. We do it in a couple of hours and be bored.
Yeah.
Now that Avengers Campus is there, and there's some meet and greets and there's some permanent meet and greets going on and stuff, it's now become a half day park for us. With this doubling in size, this will now become a full day park for us.
I think so.
So I'm looking forward to that. Plus it'll have its own show on the lake, like they said. So then it's got its own nighttime as well.
Yeah.
So we should see hours in this park extend. So you've got to look at that as well. So you've got extended hours in the park. Dark ride in there they're putting in. Yeah, okay, you've seen it in Orlando, but it'll have its own Paris charm to it, of course it will. And it will just become another one of those amazing attractions that when you go there, you just can't not do it.
So this next part really excites me because, in my opinion, this is something that the Studios park is really lacking. So it goes on to say that finally, before setting off on new adventures, guests will have the chance to treat their taste buds to delicious dishes served at the Regal View restaurant and lounge, a stylish table service restaurant that will offer guests spectacular views over Adventure Bay, along with the chance to meet some of their favourite Disney princesses. Now,
thank God.
I'm really hoping that part of me is hoping that the meet and greet with Disney princesses is timed, as in there's a time period where it's a character dining, you know, like some of the restaurants in Orlando, where like Topolino's Terrace, for example.
It will, I think it will be.
If you go for breakfast, it's a character meet and greet, but then the rest of the time it's just a nice restaurant and lounge.
That's what I'm hoping for.
That's what I'm hoping for.
This is what Disneyland Paris misses.
Yeah.
Is good food, good dining locations.
Yes, I agree.
You know, a nice bar to go to. If we want to go for breakfast one morning, this needs to be open for breakfast.
Yeah.
This needs to be open and do a breakfast thing. If they want to do princesses, I mean, I'm not big on princesses. This is what Disneyland Paris is missing, is good dining locations.
Yeah, I agree.
Why in Paris, of all places?
I know. Why is the food so bad?
Why is the food and the dining locations here so poor when Paris is supposed to be such a wonderful place for food? France is one of the culinary capitals of the world, and yet DLP food is shocking. Yeah.
In some places, it's really bad.
Why are they not capitalising on the beautiful food that they can drum up in Paris?
I agree.
Why? What is that about?
Absolutely, 100% agree. Do you know what's embarrassing? What? The fact that Epcot has better food in the France Pavilion than Disneyland Paris does.
Yeah, I know.
Really embarrassing.
I know.
But yeah, to me, that's really exciting. I don't know, do you guys struggle to find places to eat in Walt Disney Studios? If you have any suggestions or your favourite places, let us know in the comments.
There's no way that they do. There's no way that anybody can say, oh yeah, I have a great dining location in Disneyland Paris. It is ... What is it? Because there isn't any.
The next thing that's coming to the park, which is actually coming at the end of May, is the new Alice, the Queen of Hearts, and many more will return to Wonderland for a wild new show in Walt Disney Studios Park. They say it's a hair-raising experience where two teams go head-to-head in a high-energy showdown with high-flying acrobats pushing their limits, and there are two alternative endings that are decided by the audience. And it's going, I think, in the old, what was it called? Motors Camera Action?
Yeah.
Motors Action. In that outdoor theatre. We're going to miss it when we go.
Yeah, so it literally starts a week after we go. So when we come back a week later it starts, so we are going to miss it.
It's typical for us.
I don't think I'm bothered.
I don't think I am either.
No. If we were there and it was on, I would go and watch it, because I don't think you should basically, you know, until you've seen it.
You shouldn't poo-poo something until you've seen it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I agree.
But the fact that we're going to miss it, I don't think I'm that bothered.
I'm not gutted, and it didn't make me want to change the days that we're travelling or anything like that. No, I agree.
We'll see how long it hangs around for. I mean, potentially it's only hanging around while they're as a sweetener, because there's construction walls everywhere. It's just a sweetener just to keep everyone happy, because they're doing so much renovation, and it won't be part of the new concept anyway.
Exactly. And we do know as well that there's, just going back to talking about the kind of worlds, there is another world that's planned. I'm not going to go into any kind of speculation on that, unless you want to.
Well, the speculation is that it's going to be Lion King.
Yeah, which I'm unsure of. That's the current speculation. It was originally going to be some kind of small Galaxy's Edge type thing.
I'd rather not.
They scrapped that. I'm glad they did.
Yeah, because when you've been to Orlando and you've been to Galaxy's Edge, why would I then want to go to Paris and go, oh look, here's a half-assed Galaxy's
Here's Batu again.
Yeah, here's a half-assed version of it. Here's a cheaper version of what we've done in Orlando. I don't want that. If you're going to give me something unique and new, like the Lion King land, okay, I'm open to that.
Yeah,
I'm open to see what you're going to do with that and what you're going to give us with that. So yeah, I would much rather them do that. Could you see Pandora coming over?
No.
Really?
No, I don't think so. Okay. I think that's too much of a pull to Orlando for them.
Yeah, probably. I'd probably agree with you. I wouldn't want it there. I feel like they might have teased it, or they might have said, oh, what about this? But don't particularly want it there. I think it's nice that it's in Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom, a lot of the time, tends to be its own little thing and very unique. Everything they put in there,
everything in Animal
very
Kingdom
unique.
is unique. Yeah, it's unique to Animal Kingdom.
Do you know what I mean? Even like their coaster they got in there, Expedition Everest, it's so unique. They haven't copied that anywhere else. Probably couldn't afford to anymore because it's the most expensive coaster ever built. But it's nice that Animal Kingdom and what Animal Kingdom's got is quite unique.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
I think just leave it all there.
Absolutely.
So yeah, if they're going to give us a Lion King land, I'm up for that. I'm open to that.
So we also know that at the end of 2024, Marvel's Avengers Campus will be the stage for a brand new nighttime activation, which will come to light every evening on the Worldwide Engineering Brigade building. And then the next bit is all about Disney Village. So talking about the experiences for shopping enthusiasts. The current shops are gradually being redesigned to pave the way for new experience that will only be available at Disney Village. So I guess we're not seeing anything that's replicated elsewhere in any of the other parks, so like Tokyo, etc. And a Disney home store with a selection of accessories and Disney collectible items.
No, that sounds dangerous.
It does, doesn't it? So that all decoration enthusiasts can enhance their home interiors.
That sounds like extremely dangerous.
Our money will be going in there, etc. So yeah, that's really exciting, and I think Disney Village is long overdue a makeover.
Oh, it's far, far beyond that.
I can't believe how long ago
bulldoze it.
I can't believe how long ago, if you compare it, they did Disney Springs and transformed that from, it used to be called Downtown Disney, or is that California? And transformed it to Disney Springs, and then just left Disney Village like it's still in 1992.
I'm gonna go as far as saying that walking through Disney Village in Paris now is painful. I walk through it and go, oh my God. I think if they get it to look like Disney Springs, I will be more than happy, because Disney Springs is beautiful.
It is.
That'll be wonderful.
I totally
agree.
Because
I love that style.
Yeah.
I think Disney Springs is just spot on. So if they make it look, obviously I don't want it to look exactly the same, but if they that style, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Let's get rid of all that 90s colours now. Let's get those 90s things out of there. Let's, them big balls that stick to the.
Oh yeah, the big like lantern things that are like all over the place, and all the chrome like sides of all the chrome building facades and stuff.
Yeah, we're over that now.
Yeah, and neon.
Yeah,
neon as
we're over all that now. Spit up.
I'm glad Planet Hollywood's gone.
Thank God.
That was long overdue.
That was an eyesore as well.
I'm also glad that we're getting, this isn't mentioned, but it's already opened, so we can talk about this. What was Cafe Mickey, which is now Rosalie.
Oh yeah, how nice is that?
So that looks really nice.
The
and
facades and that looks so beautiful. I'm hoping that we can get a meal in there.
Yeah, me too. I'd like to do breakfast. Apparently the breakfast is really good.
Okay.
So that's an option for us to do.
Yeah. It's not operated by Disney though, is it?
It's not, which is what I was just about to touch on. So it is already an established brand in Paris, I think. Potentially the whole of France, I'm not sure. So yeah, all I've heard is good things about it. So the final part of the article talks about the hotels. So we know that there are some refurbishment projects. So there is the first of which will be launched this year and will elevate Davy Crockett Ranch's themed bungalows with a nod to Disney characters such as the Junior Woodchucks together with Donald Duck. That's what it says.
Chucks. Woodchucks.
Pretend I didn't say that.
Woodchunks.
Junior Woodchucks, for God's sake. Together with Donald Duck and his friends. So from what I've seen from concept art, it looks like Donald Duck, Daisy, Huey, Dewey and Louie and Uncle Scrooge. You are smoking at me because I said Woodchunks.
No, carry on.
The Disneyland, so that's it for Davy Crockett Ranch, which we have never stayed at, have we?
So have you seen the cartoon, the Woodchucks cartoons and stuff?
Yeah.
You've seen them?
As in Chip and Dale?
No.
Oh, Junior Woodchucks?
Yeah.
No.
So they're like, it's like they are scouts.
Right.
And Uncle Donald is like the scout leader.
Oh no, I've never seen these.
Cubs and the cub leader.
Oh, okay, I feel like I need to watch this.
Yes, this is what it's based on. Okay. And I think that's amazing.
That's very cool considering the setting and the fact that it's like the
wooden
outdoors,
cabins,
it's a ranch, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very cool.
And they all wear like it looks like a hat.
Like a raccoon skin hat.
And it's got like a
raccoon skin hat?
Yeah, and it's got a tail on it, like a raccoon tail on it.
Yeah.
And they're like the Junior Woodchucks.
Remember that, I can't remember what state she said she was from, that mum on the bus in Disney who was like, You know your kids are rednecks when they've got real raccoon skin hats because we were singing Davy Crockett. Do you remember?
I don't remember that, no.
Oh, she was lovely. Funny. We had a right good chat with her. So it talks about the fact that the Disneyland Hotel is now open.
I don't talk to people on the Disney buses.
Now and again we do. Nice Americans.
I don't. I get so much anxiety on these buses. I just sit there like holding my bag going, just get me there, just get me there, just get me there, just get me there. And then when we get there, I get off and go, I'll just struggle off and then I'm all right. I don't like the buses. Okay.
So it talks about the fact that Disneyland Hotel is now open, which I'm really hoping we get a chance to kind of walk around and have a look at.
Yeah.
It's very expensive, so I don't think that we can afford it just now.
Probably not when you're trying to actively go to Orlando.
Yeah.
And you're trying to go to other destinations.
Yes.
I'm not saying anything more about that, but other destinations we're trying to go to.
It could, if you did it on a budget, it could cost as much as 2 weeks in Orlando.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I can't
If you don't go to Orlando and you only go to Disneyland Paris and that's your Disney fix, I'll happily give them the money.
Yeah.
But when you go to Orlando or you go to other Disney destinations,
it's difficult.
It's difficult to give Paris that kind of money.
I agree.
That's the way I look at it.
I agree. So, yeah, any final thoughts you want to share?
I'm just really excited for the potential new eateries that we might be getting and Frozen Land, if you like, because I want a permanent meet and greet with all of the Frozen characters, as many as you can give me, and I want to see the new Frozen Ever After they're going to put in.
Yeah, me too. I'm really excited for it.
Because I enjoy it when I go Epcot. I love it when I go Epcot.
I'm just excited to see the future of this park. As I said, I'm not too sure on the name when it comes to the new Studios park. However, I will give everything a chance and let everything find its identity. So really, I am really looking forward to it. I'm just kind of looking forward to seeing the kind of new era of Disneyland Paris, because I think it's quite clear that since Disney have taken the park over again, we have seen a vast improvement and that's only going to keep going. So yeah, I'm really excited for it. So if you've got any thoughts on any of the updates, please share them in the comments below. We respond to every comment and we'd love to get a bit of a chat going about it if any of you have any thoughts. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. We are heading off to Disneyland Paris very, very soon, aren't we? So we can't wait to get back there and yeah, really, really excited just to immerse ourselves back in the Disney magic again. To follow along with all our Disney doings and theme park shenanigans, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell while you're there and we'll see you
in the next one. Bye.